Hello, this is the national news. 3 wolves have been shot up in the north of Sweden. Hunters shoot them because they are looked upon as threats for the local people farm animals. The hunters absolutely think that the wolves should exist, not just in a huge amount, that's why they shoot them. They doesn't have any tourist value and they cause a lot of damage, says one of the hunters up in Mora. A poisonous spider somehow escaped from Kolmården this weekend. One of the glass cages was left open during the feeding of the spiders when an employee got distracted. So the spider happily crawled out of his wide open cage to later on to be found in the ceiling by one of the zookeepers. Luckily, the spider from the tight forests of Nigeria didn't have any venom in his claws, which in other cases can kill a man within 20 minutes. A man who faked a bomb alarm at Arlanda got a month in jail. He and his girlfriend were late to their flight. The plane had to turn around for examination, but it turned out to be a false alarm. According to the district court, the man's intention was to stop the plane. Therefore, the man was sentenced a month in jail. Over to you, Mika.
Now it's time for the international news. On January 27th, there was a fire in the university city Santa Maria of southern Brazil. The fire burst out around 2 in the morning local time at a nightclub. 237 people passed away in the fire and more than 100 had to be treated in hospitals. The victims were aged between 16 to 20 and the president Dilma Rousseff cut down on her visit in Chile to support the survivors along with others from the government. She earlier said that everything possible would be done to help the families of the victims, and at a press conference a few days after the tragedy, this was what she had to say to the people of Santa Maria in Brazil.
I would like to say to the Brazilian people and to the people of Santa Maria that we stand together at this time and that even though there is a lot of sadness, we will pull through.
The nightclub's maximum capacity was 1,000 people, but one of the security guards confirmed that it was a double amount of people inside when the fire burst out. The fire seems to have started when the live band used a small fire show on stage. The singer was handed a fire extinguisher, but it wasn't working, so the ceiling caught on fire and the fire grew quickly. The people ran to the one exit where the security guards locked the doors because they thought that the clubbers tried to leave without paying. They didn't know about the fire yet because the fire alarm wasn't working. One of the owners confirmed that their fire safety certificate expired last year and that they were still in the process of renewing its license to operate. The smoke became really heavy and many people died by trying to get out, mostly of smoke inhalation, but also because they got ran over. People panicked and Matthias Bortolotto said this to local TV.
It was sheer horror. The emergency exits did not work, and I lost my friend in the confusion. Then a girl died in my arms. I felt her heart stop beating.
You can find out more about this at our website, but now it's time for Axel and the sports section.
Hello, I'm here with my colleague Lucas at Hammarbybacken and we're about to take some laps with our boards. Lucas, what do you think about this slope?
I mean, I really like the slopes. They're pretty short, but it's close to the city, and you have a few slopes to conquer.
That's true. You also have some jumps to hit. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, I'm not really that experienced, so my skills ain't that advanced. But I mean, it's nice to have multiple choices, and you can have some airtime if you want.
Okay. Do you have anything left to say to the viewers?
Well, if you're having one of these boring days when you just sit on the couch and have nothing to do, don't hesitate to go to Hammarbybacken with your family and go snowboarding or skiing. You won't regret it.
Guaranteed. Okay, we're about to take some laps, so we'll see you soon.
Hello and welcome to this week's movie review. This week we have watched the French movie The Intouchables. It's directed by Oliver Nakache and Eric Tolando and is in the drama genre, but I find it quite funny as well. The story is about Philippe and Driss. Driss is a young black guy from the suburbs in Paris and he's just been released from a prison sentence. He seeks employment as a personal assistant to the wealthy Philippe who's just been disabled after an accident and needs care 24/7. To Driss' surprise, he gets hired by Philippe, and that's a start of a very unexpected but amazing friendship. Philippe is tired of all the people treating him different because he's disabled after his accident. And to his surprise, Driss actually treats him like an equal, what to call it, and and they give each other joy and a reason to live again. I really recommend this movie. It's actually very good. It's actually one of the best movies I've ever watched, and that says a lot. It makes you cry, it makes you laugh, and yeah, you enjoy it. It's also based on a true story, and that makes it so touching. And yeah, thanks for me. This was the movie review. Hello, and welcome to today's weather report. Not that much has changed here in Sweden, but we see here in Stockholm that will be quite a lot of sun the next few days, but it will be some snow from time to time, but that most at night, so don't have to worry too much. And around the northern part of Sweden, around Kiruna, it will be even down to 20 degrees below zero, and that's very cold. And it will also snow a lot, so the traveling people should be very aware of the slippery roads when traveling up the north and around Kiruna. Yeah, and in the southern part of Sweden, we see some quite warm weather actually, around 1 to 2 degrees Celsius, and all the snow will melt away. So you have, and then in a few days, maybe 3, it will start to be cold again, and the clouds will come in. So the roads will, the water will freeze to ice. So you have to be aware of the slippery roads down there as well. And around Gothenburg and the west coast, it will be quite windy along the coast. But the sun will shine, so you don't have to worry too much about it. And it will be quite stable weather down there. In a few days, the wind will start to calm down. And for the skiers around the fjällen and such, you have pretty nice weather, maybe too cold, but you have some nice snow and to ski on. So yeah. And thanks for me, that was the weather report.